Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, and welcome back to another live stream. Good morning or good day, depending on where you're from. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody's week going so far? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Very excited to get back on here with everyone. Another opportunity to gain more conviction in our model. Another opportunity to put the work in, gather the data, gain more conviction through experience. We have to continue to keep showing up for our hunting hours. That is how we submit to time. We have to practice how we play. You have to put the effort into every single experience so that you can be ready when it comes time to execute. So we'll take some time to say good morning to the community, see who's here, see how everybody's doing. Then we'll get into the information. Same thing as always. We'll develop our game plan. We'll get prepared for New York Open. We'll execute that game plan. The model is always going to remain the same. I truly believe in less is more, quality over quantity. All you need to do is focus on one chart, maybe two. All you need to do is focus on one model. And then do that a million times over until it becomes muscle memory. That's where the conviction is built. Doing the same thing millions and millions of times over. So let's see who's here for today's session. We'll say good morning to the community and then we'll get into some information. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Akash. Oh, that just reminded me. We just set up roles so people could become members of the YouTube chat. If you become a member, you'll see that you get a new icon. Depending on which membership level you are, you'll get a different membership icon. So you'll see people in the chat with the Unicorn University symbol next to their name. That's because they're members of the YouTube. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Akash. Good morning, A.O. Washington. Good morning, One Girl Trader. Good morning, Tay. Adeline, good morning. It's Nay. Steven, good morning. HMH, good morning. Joshua, what's up? Malcolm, what's up? Ezekiel, what's up? Irfan, what's up? Daryl, good morning. Duke, good morning. Abdi, good morning. Makio, good morning. Estros, good morning. Caesar, good morning. Alex, what's up? Simple, good morning. Alive, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Muhammad, good morning. Optimus, good morning. Salim, good morning. Ibrahim, good morning. Algo, good morning. Peter, good morning. Dean, good morning. Atman, what's up? Tad, what's up? Strads, what's up? Vic Trades, good morning. Ed, good morning. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody's week going so far? Throw a 1 in the chat if you're green on the week. Throw a 2 in the chat if you're red on the week. And throw a 3 in the chat if you have not traded yet this week. Manuel, good morning. Kelvin, good morning. Anek, good morning. Jackie, good morning. Francis, good morning. Satchim, good morning. Rama, good morning. Knights, good morning. West Philly, good morning. Tatiana, how are you doing today? Edward, how are you doing today? Rajesh, good morning. Joe, good morning. Muhammad, good morning. Usman, good morning. King, good morning. L, good morning. Christina, good morning. Jack, good morning. Rafa, good morning. Paul, good morning. Raphael, how are you doing today? Derek, what's up? Ronnie, what's up? Charles, how are you today? Jorge, how are you? Natalia, good morning. David, good morning. Rufy, good morning. Cole, good morning. Lewis, good morning. How's everybody doing so far? Just taking some time to say good morning to the community, see how everybody's week is going. Looks like we have a handful of ones. We have a handful of twos as well. A couple threes. Handful of threes. Okay, so it looks like majority of people haven't taken a trade yet this week. Very good. So, just a couple mindset things to get into before we get into any technical analysis. Never feel the need to take a position. If you are eager to get into a position, that should be the first alert showing you that you need to wait and be patient. If you're fearful of getting into a position, that's another alert that should show you to remain patient. There will always be another opportunity. So you don't ever have to feel the need to take a position. If you're flat on the week, phenomenal job. That shows that you have discipline, that you're being patient, that you're realizing that you only truly need one good trade on the week, 2 good trades on the week. We do not have to force ourselves upon the market. The moment you start forcing things is when you're emotionally acting. And that's the last thing that we need here. We need to be objective to price action. So without influence is what that means. We need to be able to read price action like a book. Just read it left to right and analyze it for what it's giving you. Don't force your opinion on the market. Don't force yourself onto the market. If you can't understand what is going on, then simply stay on the sidelines. If your mental or emotional intelligence is not intact, then sit on the sidelines. All right, if you haven't had your coffee yet today, just wait. Just be more patient. If you have any type of responsibilities, you got to get the kids on the school bus, and your attention cannot be on managing your risk, then just wait. Don't let any kind of social media induce any kind of emotions that forces you to do something you shouldn't. Or you see other people having green days on social media, so you think you can go in and have a green day. Well, they're not you, and you are not them. Okay, so think in terms of risk instead of reward. Always get yourself mentally and emotionally prepared before engaging with the marketplace. And understand that any time that you're not prepared, it's more than okay to remain patient and wait until you are. The market's not going anywhere. There will always be another opportunity. Okay, so it doesn't matter what year you're in your trading. You're always going to have to deal with this. It's going to be you versus you. This business is truly 80% mental and 20% chart. Doesn't matter if you're in your first year, second year, fourth year, 10th year, you're always going to have to deal with these things. These mental hurdles, these psychological obstacles. You have to be able to identify them so you can efficiently act when they occur. In your first year or your 7th year or your 10th year, it doesn't matter. They're always going to happen. So take extreme ownership in knowing thyself. Doesn't matter what year you're in. Understand yourself so that you can most efficiently operate. Now, if you can be objective to price action, then that's when you go in looking to execute your plan. Those are the days that you'd want to operate. So let's go in and take a look. For me, my game plan has been and always will be time being the most important element, bias or draw on liquidity being the second most important element, and entry function being the last. Like if you go through all of my prior live streams, you're going to see the same exact thing every single time. That's because the model doesn't change. The game plan doesn't change. Okay, so let's start to go through the game plan so that we can understand what we're looking for today. Time being the most important element. We get on the economic calendar and we can see that there's no red folders today. That does not mean we can't trade. That means we should be more patient and selective than normal. I would rather be participating on days that do have red folders. Red folders are our liquidity injection, right? What creates the volatility. We want volatility. We need our P&L to go up and down. So I'd rather be trading on days that have red folders. But that doesn't mean we can't participate on days that do not have red folders. Okay, so other than the economic calendar, the next important thing to understand is the opening times. You want to be participating during Asia Open, London Open, or New York Open. Right, so we're currently dealing with New York Open. So the first part of our game plan is already occurring. Right, we can confirm that it's New York Open. We've checked the economic calendar. Okay. Second thing would be bias or draw on liquidity. We've had a very directional move lower. When we're looking at bias, what we're doing is looking at swing lows, swing highs, or FVGs on the daily chart. Price is currently displacing lower. Many bearish FVGs being created the past couple days. Right, so the bears are currently in control. They are displacing lower. And in a hurry because they're not even revisiting these bearish FVGs. They're leaving them open as breakaway gaps. Breakaway gaps are one of our strongest forms of momentum. We also have some relative equal lows down here. Right, the previous day low. Along with some more relative equal lows. So there's a lot of liquidity to reach for at the lows. Okay, so it looks like the bears are currently in control. They are displacing lower, says the bearish FVGs that continue to be created and left open. And there's equal lows to aim at, multiple of them. Furthermore, to confirm that idea, is if you go to your market structure time frame, the hourly time frame, I mean, this is a clear downtrend, right? We are consistently making lower lows and lower highs. Right? We just keep making more lower lows. There's no bullish change in the state of delivery anywhere. We keep just making lower highs. Right? There's just nothing bullish about this. We're in a strong downtrend on our market structure time frame. All right, so in terms of game plan, time being the most important element. Bias or draw on liquidity being second. And then entry function being the last. So for our entry function, we use the unicorn model. All right, and you can see that we had one occur here at the opening time. Price took out an hourly swing high, right? And hourly swing high would be a location to look for shorts. After we took out the hourly swing high, we get displacement through the lowest down close candles before the leg up that took liquidity, which would be a bearish breaker. We also have an FVG aligned with it, right? So this would be a unicorn model. Stop hunt here. Lowest down close candles before the leg up that took liquidity. We displace through it here. And we have an FVG aligned with it. Right, so the position would look like this. Gave one entry already. So let's see if anybody was able to catch that trade. Did anybody catch the bearish unicorn that already occurred? It looked like it gave an entry there at 920. Type a 1 in chat if you were able to catch the short. Very good job. Lots of people saying 1. Very good job. If you didn't take it, it's completely okay. Once again, going back to the beginning conversation, there will always be another opportunity. For all the people that are saying time, my hunting hours are 8:30 to 11 o'clock. So this is a valid trade. 8:30 to 11 o'clock is my hunting hours. Where do you take entries? The entries look exactly what's shown on the screen. Enter from the beginning of the breaker block with the stop loss at the high. So this is what we'll watch for today. We'll see what kind of result we get from it. So looks like it's providing another entry, and let's see what they do with it. See if there's any kind of rejection from that breaker block. Stop would be exactly what's shown on the screen. Once again, the entries at the beginning of the breaker, stop loss at the high, aiming for a 2-to-1 risk to reward. In that case, it's before 8:30. That's incorrect. This position was confirmed right here at 9:10. Right, so we look for positions that get confirmed during our hunting hours. It was confirmed at 9:10. A unicorn is a stop hunt, then displacement through the breaker with an FVG aligned with the breaker. You need all three of those things to be confirmed to call it a unicorn model. Once all three of those things are confirmed, that's when it would be a valid entry. So it looks like ES is doing the same thing here. Right, took out the highs. Lowest down closed candles before the leg up that took liquidity. Same setup there. So we're going to watch NQ because that's what we analyzed. See what happens with this position. Why did you swap your bias? Yeah, so in Discord, I was looking at the swing low on ES. But if you understand how I develop bias, we talk about what invalidates a bias, right? Displacement invalidates a bias. When you displace through a swing low, then I do not want to be bullish. So that is correct. Yes, I put that in the Discord. And then once I analyzed again here on live stream, right in front of everybody, I realized it's a bearish bias. You watch me do it right in front of you in real time. I also can't put both of the informations out at the same time, right? I'm focusing on the live stream. So for anybody that's in the Discord, they would have missed this information, right? So yes, that is correct. You can see what I document in Discord. You can also see what I'm documenting here. So sorry if there's any confusion there, but I am human just like everybody else here. I realized that the information needed to be changed, and I changed it. So very good job to whoever took this short. You're already looking at, what is this? Plus 50 points. If you want to be done for the day on plus 50 points, be my guest. Plus 50 points on NQ could make an absolute living. You have to realize that your management, your execution should be determined beforehand, right? So if you're sitting there saying, I'm a 1 to 2R fixed risk to reward trader, then no, it didn't hit TP yet. But this is where you become an independent thinker, right? You click the buttons for yourself. So if you want to take plus 50 points, great job. Take your plus 50 points and be done. But if you're also the individual that says, no, I'm a fixed 1 to 2 risk to reward trader, then continue to execute your plan. Be an independent thinker and choose process over profits. Focus on executing your plan. Don't let anybody else deter you from that. Yes, I understand that Apex has the trailing unrealized drawdown. So that would be one of those examples where an individual would want to take profits when they're given to them and not hold to the 1 to 2 risk to reward. You have to understand what kind of account you're trading in, right? Individuals that are trading in a cash account, they don't have those rules. So they could hold that 1 to 2 fixed risk to reward. Whereas people that are trading on Apex, you got to be taking your profits when they're given to you because of that unrealized trailing drawdown. So understand your execution, understand your risk management before any risk is taken. And then realize that it's process over results. Focus on implementing your process to the best of your abilities. So do me a favor. If you're getting any value from these streams, like the video, sub to the channel. That way you can be notified for any additional live streams or educational content. We've been going live every single week for quite some time. If it's providing any value to you, like the video, sub to the channel. We continue to keep showing up every single week. We will see what the results to this position is, and that will be the live stream for today. Take a look at ES and see if it's moved as well. ES still in the same position. Ash, we have a daily FVG where the previous day reacted. Don't you think it is supposed to be bullish now? Just rewind to the beginning of the stream. I explained the bias and my logic behind it. I also put the bias over here. Ash, with all due respect, that trade is against the hourly bullish bias. Thanks for providing your opinion, but I do not obtain a bias from the hourly chart. But we'll see what happens. Just continue to wait for a result. Feel free to throw any questions or comments in chat as we're waiting and watching. Took partials and now break even on the rest. Very good job. Shouldn't the hourly chart be considered since we are only basing our entries from 8:30 to 11 window? The daily chart is where I get my bias. The hourly chart I use for market structure or higher time frame points of interest. And then the 5-minute chart I use for entry functions. What days do you live trade in the mentorship? Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Starting to dabble in funded accounts. Is there a platform where I can trade multiple accounts? Yeah, if you have Tradeovate. So if you choose to trade on Tradeovate with My Funded Futures, Apex, TopStep has their own platform. So if you use Tradeovate on Apex, there's group trade on the Tradeovate platform where you can trade multiple Apex accounts. Same thing with My Funded Futures. What do you think about Trump speaks when the time is shown as tentative? That just shows that there is no defined time. That he's just going to speak when he's available to speak. The only codes I have are ASH, that's the code, on My Funded Futures. ES stopped out. Let's see if ES moved to the swing high. Yep, ES ran right through it. So that would be invalidation on ES. See if that ends up being bearish SMT against NQ. Should we be worried about his speeches? Well, his speeches are normally not during market hours. So it's nothing that concerns our day trades. Yes, you can expedite Apex during NFP. I got 4K on NQ shorts. Very good job, Optimus. Does bearish SMT show bearish move? Bearish SMT provides... SMT in general provides insight to whether liquidity has been taken or not, or strength or weakness in the marketplace. It's what SMT serves a purpose as. Once again, feel free to throw any question or comments in chat as we're waiting and watching. Yeah, you have to... So ES took out this high, right? Notice how ES took out this high here, while NQ did not. Right, that could be bearish SMT there, showing that NQ is the weaker pair because of the failure swing. We'll see. Yeah, just always use the swing point as the stop loss. It's a defined location, whether it's the swing high or the swing low. Right, swing high for shorts, swing low for longs. We're about to make an inversion fair value gap on the 1 minute. I don't use inversions. My bias today was bullish, so I didn't participate on this occasion. Very good job being an independent thinker. Very good job executing your game plan. That's what matters here. Becoming an independent thinker. You use inversions for bias. No, I don't. I use FEGs, swing highs, and swing lows. Ash, did you place your stop loss at the swing point because you get tired of the same question? No, because that's where true invalidation is. That's why. Has nothing to do with the questions. Nuno, thank you for the $2. Please show me how you mark a breaker block. A breaker block is, so it's right here. Ready? This is a short position. So this is a short example. You need a swing high, then a swing low, then a new swing high, then a new low. The bearish breaker is always going to be found between the initial swing high and initial swing low. You need the lowest down closed candle before the leg up that took liquidity. So you will always find the breaker here. A bearish breaker will always be a down closed candle. Same thing for a bullish position. A bullish position would be a swing low, then a swing high, then a new low, then a new high. Again, you'll always find the bullish breaker between the initial swing low and initial swing high. A bullish breaker is always going to be an up close candle. You need the highest up close candle before the leg down that took liquidity. Hopefully that helps. I also have videos on my YouTube for how to define breaker blocks. All right, so same thing here. You have a swing high, a swing low, a new high, then a new low. And you need the lowest down close candle before the leg up that took liquidity. That's why we have these three candles marked. So we use breaker blocks that have FVGs overlapping it. That's what a unicorn model is considered as. Do you trade the strong pair or weaker pair if SMT occurs? You want to trade the stronger pair for longs and the weaker pair for shorts. Would you consider setting stop loss at the breaker block? No, once again, just put the stop loss at the swing high or at the swing low. Exactly what's shown on the screen. Morning, Ash and traders. Good morning, Pepe. Hope your day is going well. On NQ, there's no bullish breaker here. On ES, everybody keeps pointing to ES. If you're looking at this, right, that would make sense. But there's nothing clean here because you have multiple swing points in here. Swing low, swing low. I wouldn't be using ES as a bullish breaker. Is it advisable to consider 2R from the swing high or low or below the breaker block? Once again, it's exactly what's shown on the screen. That's why I put it on the screen, right? Entries at the beginning of the breaker. Stop loss is the swing high. This is 2R right here, right? Risk to reward 2. So bias is shown right here. It's written on the screen. If you want an explanation for it, just rewind to the beginning of the stream. We did the top-down analysis before the market opened. Any advice on picking the correct prop firm? Yeah, I would only try my funded futures right now. I would not try some random prop firm. Entry for breaker blocks are exactly what's shown on the screen at the beginning of the breaker with a stop loss at the swing point. Do you trade more than one prop firm account at one time? No, I keep my groups separate. So when I'm trading my funded futures, I'm only trading my funded futures. When I'm trading Apex, I'm only trading Apex. I don't combine all of them. Is unicorn model applicable to all currencies? Yeah, you can trade this model in any market. Crypto, forex, futures. How do you handle trailing drawdown on my funded futures? It's end of day drawdown. It's not like Apex where it's unrealized trailing drawdown. But either way, always divide your drawdown by 10. That should be your maximum risk per trade. The trade copier I use is the free Trade of 8 group trade option. This is the hardest part of the trade. There should be no emotions. If you can't be objective to price action, then you haven't spent enough time with price action, or you're too large of size. Risk is accepted before any risk is taken. If you cannot accept the risk, do not take the trade. There's no emotions to have. Alrighty. And there's your results from the position. Invalidation right there. That would be what a stop loss looks like. So, it did not work today. Couple key notes to understand. In this business, losing is inevitable. There will be times where you have losses. Okay, so this is not a time to revenge trade. If you cannot accept a loss, then you need to work on your discipline. You have to realize that losing will happen in this business. There is no model in the world that has a 100% win rate. This is not an invitation to go in and revenge trade. Okay? Understand that you need to take complete ownership in your risk management. Overtrading is never acceptable. Revenge trading is never acceptable. Very good job for anybody that took the ES long. Everybody keeps saying ES. Hit 2R. Great job. Being an independent thinker is the best way forward. Very good job. So that's what we have for today's live stream. I greatly appreciate everybody showing up today. Thank you for all the questions, comments, and information. Now it's time to hit the fitness center. We came in. We created the game plan. We executed the game plan. Time to move on to the next part of our day. Last thing I'll leave you off with is the key notes from today is, once again, being an independent thinker is the best way forward. Having the skill to implement this model on your own is what real freedom is. Looking for some kind of signal service is the last thing you want to do. That's the same thing as having a day job or having a boss. So always think independently. Next thing is accepting the risk. Understand that if you cannot accept the risk, no risk should be taken. If you cannot accept the risk, you must be too large of size. Time to size down. And last thing is losses. When you have a loss, there's no emotion to have about it. Journal it, document it, and move on with your day. This business, it's inevitable to have losses. You will have losses, but the individuals that treat losses the most efficiently are the ones that will make progress in this business. If you have the feeling of needing to make that money back, that very moment you revenge trade will be the reason why you blow your accounts. Okay, so understand that you will have to fail forward. Journal it, document it, and learn from it. Losing is inevitable in this business. It will happen. But the individuals that can control their mind and their actions when they have losses will be the ones that are still standing in a couple years from now. All right, so that's what I have for today. Thank you once again for everybody that showed up and participated. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. I will be heading over to the fitness center after this, and I will be in the general chat of the Discord. If you guys want to continue the conversation, I will be in the general chat of the Discord. I hope everybody has a nice day. Until next time.